What is up, people? What is up, people? It's your boy MM2K of Campus Network and Stadia Dosage here with another game stream, man. We're going to be doing it big day, this game stream, and we're going to also be doing it big with a fantastic episode of Sound Off. You're not going to want to miss it, definitely. Let me do this. I'm tweeting this out. My people on YouTube, as always, you're first. Um, Whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ. These people online. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna tweet this out. Let me see here. We are live. No. First thing I need to do before I tweet this out is I need to put this into the chat. I need to get that chat popping. I need to pop that chat out. Pop that chat out. Pop that chat out.
Agent requesting backup.
We're gonna pop this chat out real quick. And let's see here. All right, so we got everything rocking and rolling. The last thing I need to do though is I need to get tweet out. Where's the? Okay, we are live. We are live. Um, going quick vision to TV / Stadia Dosage Plus. It's almost time for our Twitch people to get on board. So we'll be sending something to them soon. Okay. All right. And let me see, what else do I need to do? Oh crap. I do need to go in here and I do need to fix a couple of things in the stream edit because YouTube, for some reason, they don't like to alert people that in the tags that hey, you're watching this or you're watching that. I don't get me talking about this. Don't get me do it. All right, Division 2 commentary, Stadia Direct Stream 1440. We'll say this is an all dirty blasters stream. What else we need to show more? I want to say at the very least show more. Like, what is going on? Come on. Oh, Lee. Division 2 and Stadia at the very least. Can we at least get that in there? Okay, cool. Save that. Close that out as soon as it's done saving, and then we're gonna get to some gaming. All right. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to happen, let me just fix some things over here. All right, so what's going on right now is I'm running the promo for Jesus Christ. I'm running the promo for Rogue Energy. This stream is sponsored by Rogue Energy, the best gaming energy drink out there. Provides you fantastic energy without the crash, without the jitters. I love it. Vegan formulas and the best blends out there. I am a fan and an affiliate sponsor because I'm a fan of the taste of the non-crash effect and the research that I've done. Utilize the link in the descriptions to get 10% off your purchase, up to 15% really of your purchase of Rogue Energy. And I forgot to add that in here. Let me add that in here. Let me go to my Twitch stream. Oh God. Oh, excuse me. So much stuff you got to do when you're a content creator. It prohibits your ability to just go out there and create the damn content. Now that's the wrong Come on. Baby, baby, come on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, but all this, sponsored affiliate. Let's do this. I got to go back to the stream. Yo, 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 the man from Uncle. What's going on, good brother? Glad to see you as always. We got to put this up there. And then we got to put Division 2 up there. Now we're going to put Division 2 first. Because it's about the games, really. You know what I'm saying? Division 2. All right, then we're going to save. All right. So, of course, use code MM2K to get more. All right. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me because I don't have, for some god-awful reason, I don't have my, for some god-awful reason, I decided not to put my thingy up. I don't know why I didn't do that. All right, so now let's go back to the stream. All right, where's the chat? Chat is right there. Okay, we're ready to go now. All right, sorry about that. I mean, that's just the preliminaries of doing stuff when you got to do stuff on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Ask them to get better. YouTube direct stream, I mean, it's quick. It gets you in there, but it's just, there's still too many holes. Like, of course, I don't expect a thumbnail to be in there, but tags should be in there.
Hostile control point identified.
Tags should be in there, at least of the game. You know what I mean? And that I don't get. All right, let's do this. I gotta find out on the map. We're doing a stronghold. So we're trying to get this stronghold right here. We still got, okay, so we still got, oh, hold on, whoa. Okay, so we got this mission to do too. We got to do Potomac. And like we had to do last time, I am not going to be able to, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Like last time, I'm not going to be able to put on the extra filters because we got to get through this within a reasonable amount of time because Sound Off is going to be coming on right after this. Oh my God, why is it so hot up here? I have my central ear on. Okay. All right. All right. So let's do this, y'all. Let's get into this game. Yeah, and you don't want to miss Sound Off today because there is a special episode.
Like Black Tusk is trying to set up a forward base here.
Where we are addressing
secure the compound
some of the more silly comments
multiple enemy guards by the northeastern gate
that are being made out here in gaming.
Neutralize any threat.
Unfortunately, gaming is being hijacked.
This area.
Come on. See, I should have never been spotted.
Kill them all.
Gaming is being hijacked by, in the discussion of round gaming is being hijacked by those that do not have gaming's best interests at heart. They have their own personal best interests at heart. Like, I don't, first and foremost, from the most ridiculous to some of the, I really would argue with some of the more, oh Jesus Christ, some of the more,
sight it in.
how do I say this? Slanderous. And, or I don't want to say slanderous, it's not the right term, but some of the most false connotations out there. We're going to talk about it. One, I know for sure is false. One is just ridiculous. Period. The other one, I know for sure, is false. But because of the confidentiality of the things that I do know, I can only say but so much. I don't want to. I don't want to compromise anybody. And people, you know, trust me with information, and I'm not one of those people that gotta be first to tell you. You know, I'm no Jason Schreier. Nothing against what they do. That's just not. It's not my stick. Not what I do. You know, my thing is that if you, woo! My thing is, Jesus Christ, it wouldn't be. If you have information and you want to share it with me, great. If not, then fine. I'm comfortable in knowing, just simply knowing, and using my knowledge of said incident or said occurrences to help guide what I do focus on. You know, a prime example of that is my approach to Stadia. Like I've been telling you guys for the last 2 years, or for a while, that there are things that I know, things that I've heard, that I'm just simply not going to tell you. Like they're just going to happen. Mainly because of the relationships that I have garnered with people that, you know, shared stuff with me, but it was off the record. Secondly, you know, unless it's something the end of the world coming in certain regards, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not that company. I'm gonna be someone that allows you to, as a company, to do what you know, to roll things out at your own will. Now, after you've rolled them out, and I can freely talk about it, I'm going to express my thoughts on if I liked the rollout or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if I thought that you should have said something sooner, or you know, or you didn't communicate it well. I'm going to do that, but
proceed to the docks and do a sweep.
again, I don't have to be the first to. Hold on, give me a second. I got somebody that's a telemarketer texting me. Oh my! Oh, somebody texts me, and it's a bot. A bot just texted me and said, "Hey, I'm looking for a Jane." You know what I mean? Like, do I have the right number? I said, "No, you don't have the right number." They said, "Well, I just want to give you an offer on the house, 123 Main Street. You willing to hear it?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like, well, you're gonna have to go find this Jane make the offer to Jane. I don't know who Jane is. I've never heard of that place. You know, like, you have my number in error. Get rid of it. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. Nerve of people, man.
Got him.
So, you know, I'll briefly just give you guys a synopsis of what we're going to go through on Sound Off. And if you really want the full Monty of what I'm going to go over, you got to be a member. That is member programming over there on Sound Off. That being said, you know, we're not holding back our feelings and thoughts of Vlad, of Jesus, of Vlad, of these people that have something to say, or spreading these rumors about devs being upset with Sony. I'm here to tell you that is rhetoric that is only
I'm out.
I'm watching. They're using
is relevant
Let
in
them come
the
around.
Location is compromised.
that is only relevant in the Xbox sectors. In the pro Xbox sectors right now, I don't even want to say pro Xbox sectors.
Multiple hostile patrols.
The places
on the
that
docks.
are speaking kindly of Xbox, or the journos and whatever, and they're only doing so because they want PlayStation to have Game Pass. That's what this is all about. And quite honestly, if you're a Stadia gamer, you should relate to this. The only reason why Stadia at first, like, people try to make it seem like, oh, Stadia had the world in his hands, and, you know, it was just the rollout. If they would have did the rollout better, then things would have been so smoother. No. Anybody that's echoing that sentiment was not around. You're new. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wet behind the ears. The only reason why Stadia was getting accolades at first was because it was supposed to be a more capable Game Pass. When Game Pass first came out, nobody liked it. Trust me, as someone who was on part of a show that did mainstream content, popular mainstream content with the broadband bullies, nobody wanted Game Pass. It was so hated. It was so lauded and made fun of that gamers didn't take it seriously. They liked the concept, though. They liked the concept. They liked the concept of, hey, first-party games, possibly, and or you know, a catalog of you know, games that people like to play, being in a subscription service. That's what they thought Stadia was. They thought Stadia was only going to be a subscription service, and that you would get a bunch of highly regarded games in a subscription service. And they didn't like the games that Xbox had. They didn't like that Xbox was doing all this big talk about the cloud and didn't seem to be a step closer. And here come Google out of nowhere to them, all of a sudden, with this rumored to be impressive hardware that was going to give them the things that they wanted from Xbox, that Xbox couldn't do. Xbox couldn't execute on because the mantra was, and still is, that people don't want to admit, that Xbox has a hard time executing the things that they promise. So, that's why Game Pass, that's why Stadia got its boost at first. It was supposed to be what Game Pass was imagined to be, but never came to fruition, right? So now, you have the revelation that Stadia never was supposed to be that. And you did have some bad communication around that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it seem like that everything on the Stadia side was peachy and keen. Absolutely not. But yeah, this belief that Stadia was going to captivate the world because
Serious trauma detected.
you know what they had to offer was so wanted. No, nobody knew what they was offering. Nobody had a clue what they were offering. They got it all wrong. When they actually found out what they were offering, they didn't want it.
Incoming backup request.
They didn't want it at a mainstream scale. So that's that. So the next thing is, all right, so now you fast forward and we know what Game Pass is now, right? Let's see. Now we know what Game Pass is, right? And now you have a situation where Game Pass is giving you, not only is it giving you Game Pass giving you first party games out of the, Jesus Christ. Not only are they giving you first party games out of the Microsoft library, but now they're giving you some fairly notable third party games too that you get access to for what, $15 a month or $10 a month if you just go with the basic Game Pass service, right? What gamer wouldn't want that? Let's be real. What gamer wouldn't want that? What gamer wouldn't want a situation like that where
I see attack shield.
they can get access, they can feasibly get access to the games that they want to play. The games are going to be high quality. They can trust that the games are going to be high quality. They're going to get access to the games they want for only $10 a month. Who wouldn't want that? So again, that leads me to the point that we're heading into now. Everybody in the journal world is mad at Sony because they don't give a, excuse my French, they don't give a shit about Xbox games. They don't care about their games. Like Halo Infinite is their franchise, their star-studded franchise, and it flopped. It's flopping.
Found some Black Tusk equipment. Destroy
Like no one gives a shit about Xbox games. They don't. I'm sorry. And then yeah, you can talk about but Hellblade and all that. I mean that's fanboy fodder stuff. You don't routinely see anybody but Xbox fanboys talk about Xbox games that they're anticipating for because they haven't seen much. And you need more to excite the average gamer. Fanboys just like the fact that there's something that they can add a list to. That's a fanboy. All right? So, being that the average gamer doesn't have much to go off when it comes to what to expect from Xbox. what they've already got access to is underwhelming. They don't care about. When you're looking at all this acclaim for Game Pass, it's not for Microsoft. It's to pressure Sony to say, look, this is so great. This is so fantastic. All you gotta do is give us the better version of this, which we're gonna get by just get automatically for the simple fact that PlayStation games are better than Xbox. If Sony were to do that, the love that there is for Xbox would dissipate overnight. It would go away overnight. Because it's not the love for for what Xbox is offering. It's a love, it's a desire for the model that they presented that they want to see somebody else that better mimic. And who wouldn't want, again, $10 a month games, especially if you're spending $120, if you're a hardcore gamer, and you're spending $60 to $120 a month on games. Who wouldn't want to spend $10 to get your favorite games? $10 a month to get your favorite game. Who wouldn't want that? The problem is for quality games, that's not sustainable. That's why it's not happening. For someone like Microsoft, who has an astonishing war chest, they can sit there and lose money on that. They can, because, and the market has already justified that that approach. When the market justified Disney Plus saying that they would go and have, they're going to lose $1 billion over 10 years. Remember that? When that was justified with Disney, that set the precedent. That's why I said I'm always worried about precedents being set. Oh no, what are you doing? No, you didn't. Why did you fucking flip? Oh, this game does some retarded shit sometimes. You shouldn't have flipped. You're supposed to go on the cover. Yeah, I'm worked up today. This is gonna be an excellent sound off. That was bull crap. Yeah, but when Sony
QID signature detected.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. Shut the hell up.
Destroy it.
Yeah, when Sony if Sony goes and does a Game Pass exactly like Microsoft, trust all those accolades from Microsoft, they go away instantaneously. The journos are just acting up because they want Sony to do what Microsoft is doing. And they're hoping to pressure them into that reality. That's what they really want. You don't hear, and if you don't believe me, tell me, where are the interviews over Hellblade? Where are the interviews over Outer Worlds 2? Where are the interviews on the new Perfect Dark game? Where are these freaking interviews? They don't exist. Why don't they exist? Because nobody fucking cares. But you see numerous interviews on articles, I meant, on Sony games before they release. Every time Sony talks about something, there's 55 articles on it. Where are the articles on the new Horizon game? You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna see them, you're not gonna get them because nobody cares. All they wanted, they are praising Game Pass because of the model. But they just want that model attached to the platform they prefer. They know they prefer PlayStation. So don't fall for this okie doke.
Hold up a sec.
Now what I will say is I've talked to numerous insiders, and numerous people who make games
I've got negative.
at all levels, AAA, AA, whatever you want to call it.
Got my target.
That bullshit that I heard earlier about, devs being mad at the PlayStation. The devs are mad. They're mad at PlayStation because you can play your Microsoft game on Windows. And you can have been played your fucking game on Windows. What are you talking about? Stop placating. Stop lying. You ain't got a lie to kick it. No developer at any level that I've talked to, any insider, unbiased insider at that, has told me I've never heard that before. I have to get people to stay on focus because when I've talked to people, it's either been because of Xbox or PlayStation, right? Because, before, I'm admittedly an Xbox fanboy, right? So a lot of times, a lot of my experience, or a lot of these accounts are coming from me being an Xbox fanboy, me getting a hold of somebody, an insider or a dev, me trying to bombard them with Xbox shit, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they're not interested. They want to talk about PlayStation. On numerous occasions, I'm here to tell you, whether it was me
Deploying the drone.
fucking covering on behalf of Xbox, me covering on behalf of Google, people that I've talked to, when brought up. I'm not saying every conversation Sony was brought up, but in the conversations where Sony is brought up, nobody's getting creamy knuckled over fucking Xbox. They're getting creamy knuckled over Sony. Everybody wants to talk Sony. Nobody wants to talk. Don't mention Game Pass. Yeah, the Game Pass would be cool to get into. There's an opportunity there, and the future. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not positive about Xbox in Game Pass. They're positive. Yeah, it's cool. But the excitement, the proverbial glow in their eyes. Like, I may not be able to see it, but I can feel it. Sometimes I can't see it if the person was on camera, because I'm not. But the proverbial glow in their eyes, like, I feel it when unprompted they bring up Sony. That's a crock of baloney. I'm not falling for that shit. You can if you want to. Like I always say, I don't fall. In my opinion, don't fall for these people with these blue check marks. They have agendas. I mean, yeah. This is all speculative for me, but I'm just looking at it like this. Shout out to the Lord's podcast. Don't get me wrong. Even though I love what those brothers do. I just don't rock out with it because I'm not an Xbox fan. There was one case, one account where one of the guys was on IGN talking about something with Xbox, and I was like, way to go. I was like, way to go, because they were keeping it real. I really liked what they had to say, because despite their fandom for Xbox, they weren't shying away from talking about a certain situation unprompted. And I like seeing that. I like seeing unprompted, even if you have particular fandom towards something. I like to see that you're willing to circumvent that fandom and show something that's blatantly an issue without having to dawn on it. You ain't got to dawn on it. But something that's blatantly an issue, that you can acknowledge it. You know, like here, I acknowledge that, you know, certain performance things and missing the mark on 60 frames per second modes and the looks on the performance modes for certain Stadia games is an issue. I've acknowledged that. I've acknowledged communication is an issue. We're going to talk about communication a little bit here today on what's it called? You know what I mean?
We need to ensure that the entire
But-
site is neutralized and secured. Head to the construction
No,
by the
don't
south side
fall
of the
for
building
that.
and look for a way inside the Potomac Center proper.
This is my theory on why that was said earlier today. Or not earlier today. That was yesterday on Iron Lord's podcast. I feel that was said because, look, and I told this to Dirt Griggity, host of what's the name of that damn shit? We Bleed Green. I told him a year before he even started We Bleed Green. I said, dude, you need to get out there and make an Xbox podcast. This is me during the middle of my
Heads up. I'm
descent
seeing hostiles inbound
from
on the
Xbox.
construction site.
I said, Dirt, now that you're a recognized face because of Scram Punks, you're a recognized voice that will fight vehemently for Xbox. I said, you need to get the fuck out there and you need to start an Xbox podcast, like ASAP. Like, you need to start that yesterday. And he was unsure. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, you got to strike while the iron is hot. I said, I'm telling you. And we were having a conversation about another content creator that he felt a certain way about because they were flip-flopping. And I agree with them. They were flip-flopping. They were just going with whatever was popular at the time just because, right? So I was like, dude, now is your time to go out there and oh shit. I said, now, god damn you. Oh. I said, now would be the time for you to go out there, start your Xbox
Agent in
podcast,
need of backup.
and
Immediate medical assistance needed.
he is tearing my ass up with that sniper rifle, and I'm trying to find these steps. I said, now would be the time for you to, here we go, okay, good. To go out there
Hold up a sec.
and solidify yourself as, look, I've been with Xbox, I've been here, and I'm staying here, and I'm not one of these fly-by-night guys that, these fair weather friends that only like Xbox when it's cool to like Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here all the time. I said, now would be the time to start a show and solidify yourself as one of those people. I said, because I told him, I said, in 2021 and 2022, like, I don't have faith in Xbox executing all this shit, but the fact that they're mentioning all this shit and it's going to be a tougher fight for them, like they're going to be more enthralled into it. Like, if Xbox fandom is this strong now, and I'm talking about when I was talking now, like the Xbox One days, I'm like, if the fandom is this strong now, off of the pathetic Xbox One showing, guess what it's going to be when they got more to prove? Oh, Jesus Christ, when they got more to offer. I said, guess what it's going to be? He was like, yeah, you're right. Still put it on the back burner. And then, Jesus. And then,
Reloading.
several months later, after a few oh God,
0.
after a few other people convinced him, he finally went through with it. But I told him well in advance. I said, you're just going to blow up just for the simple fact that you're a staunch defender of Xbox. And Xbox fandom, I predict, is just going to be huge going into 2021, 2022, and 2023. Because I've always been beating the drum that Xbox was going to be huge in 2023 because that's when they were going to pull out all their guns. And now what is everybody talking about? 2023 Xbox. Oh, Xbox is going to do this, is going to do that. I was talking about that shit well before anybody else. Now, I was able to see that despite my how you say it? Despite my dissent towards Xbox. I was able to see that. A lot of people weren't. Now, let's fast forward. Today, Xbox fandom is huge. Xbox fandom is huge, right? I remember when Iron Lord's podcast, when it was still a staple of the community. I remember when Iron Lord's podcast, maybe 100 people watching at the same time, right? All these podcasts that been around, that have been deeply rooted in Xbox, when you look at them now, now they're getting thousands of people watching. I had saw where that podcast, where that creator was at, there were 1,000 people watching Iron Lord's podcast. I remember way back in the day when we used to do Best Damn Podcast on Sundays. And we used to talk about it. And people asked, or people that was doing the show with us, they said, hey, should we do it? Because that Iron Lord's podcast thing is going to be airing, right? And we were like, man, no motherfucker barely get 100 views. We're getting like 300-400 views a show. But a difference that they make, right? But not they were getting 100 views. They were getting more than 100 views, but they were barely getting more than 100 concurrent views. You know what I mean? Like, man,
Immediate medical assistance
like,
needed.
we ain't worried about it. What a difference a day makes. Because Xbox fandom is at a high. So even though ACG is he's been a well-recognized figure before Xbox fandom grew to where it was at, he's a content creator. He's gonna follow the numbers. And the numbers are telling him right now that the it thing is Xbox.
Vital signs critical.
God damn it. I need a sniper rifle or something. No, I need a drone. Let me switch out for my drone. What time is it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're going to end this and we're going to take this over to Sound Off. So we'll see you there. Thank you for listening to my rant. Sound Off is going to be on Stadia Dosage News. You got to be a member. If you're not a member, go over there, hit the join button. You're going to love this. All right, until next time, peace.